What should you do if a vehicle pulls out in front of you at a junction? A. Swerve past it and sound your horn. B. Flash your headlights and drive up close behind. C. Slow down and be ready to stop. D. Accelerate past it immediately. Correct answer, C. Slow down and be ready to stop. When should you leave a 2-second gap between your vehicle and the one in front? A. When it's raining. B. When it's dry. C. When it's icy. D. When it's foggy. Correct answer, B. When it's dry. Why have red routes been introduced in major cities? A. To raise the speed limits. B. To help the traffic flow. C. To provide better parking. D. To allow lorries to load more freely. Correct answer, B. To help the traffic flow. You plan your route before starting a journey. Why should you also plan an alternative route? A. Your original route may be blocked. B. Your maps may have different scales. C. You may find you have to pay a congestion charge. D. You may get held up by a tractor. Correct answer, A. Your original route may be blocked. You're carrying two 13-year-old children and their parents in your car. Who's responsible for seeing that the children wear seat belts? A. The children's parents. B. You, the driver. C. The front seat passenger. D. The children. Correct answer, B. You, the driver. What could you do to reduce the volume of traffic on the roads? A. Drive in a bus lane. B. Use a car with a smaller engine. C. Walk or cycle on short journeys. D. Travel by car at all times. Correct answer, C. Walk or cycle on short journeys. What part of the car does the law require you to keep in good condition? A. The gearbox. B. The transmission. C. The door locks. D. The seat belts. Correct answer, D. The seat belts. You're having difficulty finding a parking space in a busy town. Can you park on the zigzag lines of a zebra crossing? A. No, not unless you stay with your car. B. Yes, in order to drop off a passenger. C. Yes, if you don't block people from crossing. D. No, not under any circumstances. Correct answer, D. No, not under any circumstances. Where would parking your vehicle cause an obstruction? A. Alongside a parking meter. B. In front of a property entrance. C. On your driveway. D. In a marked parking space. Correct answer, B. In front of a property entrance. How can you reduce the risk of your vehicle being broken into at night? A. Leave it in a well-lit area. B. Park in a quiet side road. C. Don't engage the steering lock. D. Park in a poorly lit area. Correct answer, A. Leave it in a well-lit area. You're stopped at the side of the road. What must you do if you'll be waiting there for some time? A. Switch off the engine. B. Apply the steering lock. C. Switch off the radio. D. Use your headlights. Correct answer, A. Switch off the engine. You're leaving your vehicle parked on a road and unattended. When may you leave the engine running? A. If you'll be parking for less than 5 minutes. B. If the battery keeps going flat. C. When parked in a 20 miles per hour zone. D. Never if you're away from the vehicle. Correct answer, D. Never if you're away from the vehicle. You're following a vehicle on a wet road. You stay a safe distance behind it. What should you do if a driver overtakes you and pulls into the gap you've left? A. Flash your headlights as a warning. B. Try to overtake safely as soon as you can. C. Drop back to regain a safe distance. D. Stay close to the other vehicle until it moves on. Correct answer, C. Drop back to regain a safe distance. Which road user has caused a hazard? A. The parked car, arrowed A. B. The pedestrian waiting to cross, arrowed B. C. The moving car, arrowed C. D. The car turning, arrowed D. Correct answer, A. The parked car, arrowed A. What must you do if your ability to drive is impaired during a period of illness? A. See your doctor each time before you drive. B. Take smaller doses of any medicines. C. Stop driving until you're fit to drive again. D. Take all your medicines with you when you drive. Correct answer, C. Stop driving until you're fit to drive again. What should you do if you become tired while you're driving on a motorway? A. Pull up on the hard shoulder and change drivers. B. Leave the motorway at the next exit and rest. C. Increase your speed and turn up the radio volume. D. Close all your windows and set the heating to warm. Correct answer, B. Leave the motorway at the next exit and rest. Where would you see this sign? A. In the window of a car taking children to school. B. At the side of the road. C. At playground areas. D. On the rear of a school bus or coach. Correct answer, D. On the rear of a school bus or coach. Why do motorcyclists wear bright clothing? A. They must do so by law. B. It helps keep them cool in summer. C. The colors are popular. D. To make them more visible. Correct answer, D. To make them more visible. You're on a country road. What should you expect to see coming towards you on your side of the road? A. Motorcycles. B. Bicycles. C. Pedestrians. D. Horse riders. Correct answer, C. Pedestrians. You want to reverse into a side road. What should you do if you aren't sure that the area behind your car is clear? A. Look through the rear window only. B. Get out and check. C. Check the mirrors only. D. Carry on, assuming it's clear. Correct answer, B. Get out and check. You're driving in town. Why should you be careful if there's a bus at a bus stop on the other side of the road? A. The bus might have broken down. B. Pedestrians might come from behind the bus. C. The bus might move off suddenly. D. The bus might remain stationary. Correct answer, B. Pedestrians might come from behind the bus. You're following a large vehicle as it approaches a crossroads. What should you do if the driver signals to turn left? A. Overtake if you can leave plenty of room. B. Overtake if there are no oncoming vehicles. C. Wait for the driver to cancel their signal. D. Wait for the vehicle to finish turning. Correct answer, D. Wait for the vehicle to finish turning. What should you do if there's a bus at a bus stop ahead of you? A. Flash your lights to warn the driver of your presence. B. Continue at the same speed, but sound your horn as a warning. C. Watch carefully for the sudden appearance of pedestrians. D. Pass the bus as quickly as you possibly can. Correct answer, C. Watch carefully for the sudden appearance of pedestrians. Why would you fit chains to your wheels? A. To help prevent damage to the road surface. B. To help prevent wear to the tires. C. To help prevent skidding in deep snow. D. To help prevent the brakes locking. Correct answer, C. To help prevent skidding in deep snow. You're traveling along a motorway. Where would you find a crawler or climbing lane? A. On a steep gradient. B. Before a service area. C. Before a junction. D. Along the hard shoulder. Correct answer, A. On a steep gradient. You're on a motorway that isn't subject to smart motorway regulations. When should you use the hard shoulder? A. When you're stopping in an emergency. B. When you're leaving the motorway. C. When you're stopping for a rest. D. When you're joining the motorway. Correct answer, A. When you're stopping in an emergency. What helps to reduce traffic bunching on a motorway? A. Variable speed limits. B. Contraflow systems. C. National speed limits. D. Lane closures. Correct answer, A. Variable speed limits. You're looking for somewhere to park at night. When may you park on the right-hand side of the road? A. When you're in a one-way street. B. When you're more than 10 meters, 32 feet, from a junction. C. When you have your side lights on. D. When you're under a lamppost. Correct answer, A. When you're in a one-way street. Which road users benefit from toucan crossings? A. Car drivers and motorcyclists. B. Cyclists and pedestrians. C. Bus and lorry drivers. D. Tram and train drivers. Correct answer, B. Cyclists and pedestrians. You're waiting at a level crossing. What should you do if the red warning lights continue to flash after a train has passed by? A. Get out and investigate. B. Telephone the signal operator. C. Continue to wait. D. Drive across carefully. Correct answer, C. Continue to wait. Where should you park your vehicle at night? A. Near a police station. B. In a quiet road. C. On a red route. D. In a well-lit area. Correct answer, D. In a well-lit area. Which sign means no entry? A. B. C. D. Correct answer, D. What does this sign mean? A. Distance to parking place ahead. B. Distance to public telephone ahead. C. Distance to public house ahead. D. Distance to passing place ahead. Correct answer, A. Distance to parking place ahead. What does this sign mean? A. No trams ahead. B. Oncoming trams. C. Trams crossing ahead. D. Trams only. Correct answer, C. Trams crossing ahead. What does this sign indicate? A. A diversion route. B. A picnic area. C. A pedestrian zone. D. A cycle route. Correct answer, A. A diversion route. What does this sign mean? A. Direction to park and ride car park. B. No parking for buses or coaches. C. Direction to bus and coach park. D. Parking area for cars and coaches. Correct answer, A. Direction to park and ride car park. What does the white line along the side of the road indicate? A. The edge of the carriageway. B. The approach to a hazard. C. No parking. D. No overtaking. Correct answer, A. The edge of the carriageway. What must you have when you apply to renew your vehicle tax? A. Valid insurance. B. The vehicle's chassis number. C. The handbook. D. A valid driving license. Correct answer, A. Valid insurance. A police officer asks to see your documents. You don't have them with you. How many days do you have to produce them at a police station? A. 5 days. B. 7 days. C. 14 days. D. 21 days. Correct answer, B. 7 days. What must you check before you drive someone else's vehicle? A. That the vehicle owner has third-party insurance cover. B. That your own vehicle has insurance cover. C. That the vehicle is insured for your use. D. That the insurance documents are in the vehicle. Correct answer, C. That the vehicle is insured for your use. Following a collision, a person has been injured. What would be a warning sign for shock? A. Flushed complexion. B. Warm dry skin. C. Slow pulse. D. Rapid shallow breathing. Correct answer, D. Rapid shallow breathing. An injured person has been placed in the recovery position. They are unconscious, but breathing normally. What else should be done? A. Press firmly between their shoulders. B. Place their arms by their side. C. Give them a hot sweet drink. D. Check their airway remains open. Correct answer, D. Check their airway remains open. You're on a motorway. When can you use hazard warning lights? A. When a vehicle is following too closely. B. When you slow down quickly because of danger ahead. C. When you're being towed by another vehicle. D. When you're using the hard shoulder as a running lane. Correct answer, B. When you slow down quickly because of danger ahead. You've broken down on a two-way road. You have a warning triangle. At least how far from your vehicle should you place the warning triangle? A. 5 meters, 16 feet. B. 25 meters, 82 feet. C. 45 meters, 147 feet. D. 100 meters, 328 feet. Correct answer, C. 45 meters, 147 feet. Which lights should you use when you're driving in a tunnel? A. Side lights. B. Front spotlights. C. Dipped headlights. D. Rear fog lights. Correct answer, C. Dipped headlights. What does this sign mean? A. Route for any vehicles except for pedal cycles. B. Parking place for pedal cycles. C. Route for pedal cycles only. D. Riding of pedal cycles prohibited. Correct answer, C. Route for pedal cycles only. What does this sign mean? A. Vehicle checks. B. Parking area reserved. C. Diverted traffic. D. Traffic signals ahead. Correct answer, A. Vehicle checks. What does this sign mean? A. No U-turn. B. No stopping. C. No left turn. D. No right turn. Correct answer, D. No right turn. What does this sign mean? A. Level crossing without a gate or barrier. B. Trams crossing ahead. C. Automatic level crossings. D. Level crossing with a gate or barrier. Correct answer, A. Level crossing without a gate or barrier. Long low vehicles may be at risk of A. Skidding. B. Grounding. C. Overturning. D. Sliding. Correct answer, B. Grounding.